What if the ghosts of Hogwarts could tell you how they met their tragic fates? Would you dare to listen to their tales of betrayal, sorrow, and unfinished business? Today, we'll delve into the haunting stories of Hogwarts' most famous ghosts, uncovering secrets and truths that have lingered in the shadows for centuries. From nearly Headless Nick's gruesome execution to the Grey Lady's heartbreaking betrayal, these spirits hold the keys to some of the wizarding world's darkest moments. So grab your wand, step into the shadows, and don't forget to subscribe. Every whisper in the Hogwarts corridors leads to a mystery waiting to be solved. Have you ever imagined the burden of being nearly headless? A ghost eternally wandering the halls of Hogwarts, haunted not just by his past, but by the cruel twist of a failed execution. Nearly Headless Nick, the beloved yet tragic figure of Gryffindor Tower, carries a tale that is equal parts comedy and heartbreak. But behind his quirky demeanor lies a story few truly know. Born as Sir Nicholas de Mimsy Porpington, Nick was once a charismatic wizard in the 15th century, known for his charm and flair. His downfall began when he tried to beautify the teeth of Lady Grieve, a spell gone horribly wrong. Instead of a radiant smile, she was left with tusks, and Nick's fate was sealed. Arrested and sentenced to death, he faced the axe in 1492. But the executioner's aim was far from perfect. The blade struck 47 times, yet never fully severed his head. Imagine the agony of that moment. The jeering crowd, the failed attempts, and Nick's realization that he was doomed to linger between life and death. This horrifying experience left him nearly headless, a title he carries with a strange mix of pride and embarrassment. Nick longed to join the Headless Hunt, but was repeatedly denied due to his partial decapitation. For centuries, Nick longed to join the Headless Hunt. His dream? To join the esteemed society of ghosts, who entertained themselves with games like head polo. But every time he applied, his partial decapitation made him a laughingstock. He wasn't headless enough. Rejected, humiliated, and lonely, Nick turned to Hogwarts, where he found solace among the living. Here's a truth he rarely admits. He regrets choosing to remain a ghost. While his fear of the unknown led him to this decision, he often reflects on the endless monotony of his spectral existence. J.K. Rowling once revealed that Nick sees his eternal life as more of a punishment than the safe haven he had hoped for. He hides this regret behind his cheerful interactions with students, but the weight of eternity presses heavily on him. At Hogwarts, Nick became more than just a ghost. He became a symbol of Gryffindor's spirit, resilient and steadfast, even in the face of failure. Yet, every Halloween, the date of his execution, he hosts his infamous Death Day party. It's a gathering of moaning, clanking ghosts, with rotten food and chilling music, a haunting reminder of his untimely demise. But perhaps Nick's greatest legacy isn't his tragedy. It's his ability to find purpose in his afterlife. He remains loyal to Gryffindor, guiding students and offering comfort, even when his own existence is filled with sorrow. Beneath the humor of his dangling head lies a poignant truth. Nick represents the strength to carry on, even when life, or death, falls short of expectations. Next time you see nearly Headless Nick, remember, he's more than a ghost. Have you ever thought about what it would be like to relive the worst moment of your life over and over again? For Moaning Myrtle, that nightmare is her reality, forever haunting the second-floor girls' bathroom at Hogwarts. She is a ghost whose tragic tale hides behind her piercing wails and sharp tongue. Myrtle Warren was once a shy and awkward student, often bullied for her looks and demeanor. Her life ended abruptly when she encountered the monstrous gaze of the basilisk, unleashed by Tom Riddle in the Chamber of Secrets. She had hidden in the bathroom, crying over a cruel insult, when her life was stolen in an instant. Her death was so sudden, so senseless, that even in death she couldn't find peace. But Myrtle isn't just a victim of tragedy. Her humor, though dark, adds a comically morbid twist to her story. Who can forget her playful, if slightly unsettling, fascination with Harry Potter during the Triwizard Tournament, or her occasional appearances in the boys' bathroom, an incident mentioned in the Chamber of Secrets after Peeves chased her out of her usual haunt. It's possible, given her mischievous nature, that Myrtle frequented the boys' toilets intentionally, enjoying the discomfort she caused while eavesdropping on their conversations. What most people don't realize is that her ghostly existence played a key role in uncovering one of Hogwarts' greatest mysteries. Without Myrtle's recollection of the events leading to her death, Harry, Ron, and Hermione might never have solved the puzzle of the Chamber of Secrets. Myrtle's story is both heartbreaking and strangely endearing. Next time you hear her mournful cries echoing through the castle, remember, behind the tears is a ghost who found a way to matter, even in death. Have you ever felt the weight of a secret so heavy it follows you, even in death? Helena Ravenclaw, better known as the Grey Lady, is not just a ghost haunting the corridors of Hogwarts. She is a figure shrouded in mystery, carrying a tale of ambition, betrayal, and regret that forever changed the wizarding world. Helena was the only daughter of Rowena Ravenclaw, the brilliant founder of Ravenclaw House. Admired for her intellect and beauty, Helena lived under the shadow of her mother's towering legacy, but admiration turned to envy. Craving independence and recognition, she stole one of her mother's most prized possessions, the fabled diadem of Ravenclaw, said to grant unparalleled wisdom to its wearer. Here's something you might not know. In an interview, J.K. Rowling revealed that Helena's decision to steal the diadem was more than a simple act of rebellion. It symbolized the crushing pressure Rowena placed on her daughter to be perfect. Helena's theft wasn't just about ambition. It was a desperate act of defiance against a mother who valued intellect above all else. Helena fled to Albania, desperate to escape her mother's reach. But Rowena, on her deathbed, sent a man to bring her back. A man who loved Helena deeply, but whose feelings she did not return. This man was none other than the Bloody Baron. In his desperation and anger at her refusal, the Baron killed Helena in a fit of rage. Racked with guilt, he later returned to Hogwarts as a ghost. The two would later return to Hogwarts as ghosts, bound forever by their tragic fates. The story doesn't end there. Centuries later, Helena's diadem, hidden in the forests of Albania, would be discovered by none other than Tom Riddle. Using its power, he transformed it into a Horcrux, sealing a fragment of his soul within the ancient relic. Helena provided Harry Potter with crucial information about the diadem, hinting that it had been hidden in a forest in Albania before Voldemort brought it to Hogwarts. Her presence at Hogwarts is quiet, almost ghostly ironic. She roams the castles, halls, watching over Ravenclaw students with a detached melancholy, perhaps seeking to atone for the choices she made in life. Next time you pass the Grey Lady's spectral form, remember her story. She is more than a ghost. Have you ever wondered why some spirits linger while others pass on? The Fat Friar, Hufflepuff's jovial ghost, is a constant presence at Hogwarts, offering warmth and kindness to students and staff alike. But behind his cheerful exterior lies a story of betrayal and injustice, a life taken too soon. In life, the Fat Friar was a kind-hearted monk who believed magic was a gift to be shared. He used his powers to heal the sick and help those in need, but his generosity raised suspicion among his peers. How could one man perform such miracles? Whispers of sorcery turned to accusations, and despite his protests, he was condemned. The very people he sought to help sealed his fate. His execution was swift and unjust. J.K. Rowling confirmed that he was executed for using magic to heal villagers, a practice deemed heretical by his superiors. Despite this betrayal, the friar held no bitterness. Even in death, he remained optimistic, choosing to return as a ghost to offer comfort and guidance to the next generation. His presence at Hufflepuff is a testament to the house's values: patience, loyalty, and kindness. Students often say that the friar's laugh, warm and hearty, can lift even the gloomiest spirits. It is worth noting that his belief in compassion over rules is an interpretation based on his depiction in the books. This perspective adds depth to his character, aligning with Hufflepuff's unwavering sense of fairness and care. The Fat Friar's story is a reminder that kindness often comes with a cost, but it is a price worth paying. Next time you see his glowing form floating through the Great Hall, remember, beneath the laughter is a spirit who chose hope over resentment, even in the face of grave injustice. The Fat Friar's story is a reminder that kindness often comes with a cost, but it is a price worth paying. Have you ever wondered how far someone would go for love, and how guilt could haunt them for eternity? The Bloody Baron, draped in his ominous chains and stained with the blood of his own guilt, is more than just the menacing ghost of Slytherin House. His story is one of unrequited love, jealousy, and an irreversible act that forever bound him to Hogwarts. In life, he was a nobleman, proud and ambitious. He fell deeply in love with Helena Ravenclaw, the brilliant yet distant daughter of Rowena Ravenclaw. But Helena did not return his affections. When she fled to Albania with her mother's treasured diadem, Rowena sent the Baron to bring her back. Fueled by love and desperation, he tracked her down, determined to convince her to return. But what began as a plea turned into a tragedy. In a fit of rage when Helena rejected him once more, the Baron did the unthinkable. He stabbed her. The moment her lifeless body fell, he was overcome with horror at what he had done. Unable to live with his guilt, he turned the blade on himself, ending his own life. The bloodstains on his ghostly form are a constant reminder of his crime, an eternal mark of his remorse. Here's a little-known truth about the Bloody Baron. J.K. Rowling once revealed that the Bloody Baron is the only ghost Peeves truly respects, primarily out of fear of his intimidating presence. However, some fans theorize that Peeves's respect might also stem from an unspoken recognition of the Baron's deep sorrow and regret, a grief so profound that even Hogwarts' most mischievous spirit cannot bring himself to mock it. To this day, the Bloody Baron wanders the halls of Hogwarts, silent and brooding. His chains rattle softly, a symbol of the burden he carries. Few dare to approach him, sensing the sorrow and torment that emanates from his spectral presence. Yet his loyalty to Slytherin House remains unshaken, a tragic echo of the devotion he once felt for Helena. The Bloody Baron's tale is one of love turned to madness, of guilt that binds the soul even in death. Next time you glimpse his chilling form, remember, beneath the blood and chains lies a heart forever broken.